What is up, friends? Thank you for checking out the channel again. My name's Scott Brandt, coming to you from Colorado Springs. And I've had this idea, a thought that has been going around my mind quite a bit. And this was actually something that really came to the surface when I was talking to a good friend. And we joke that a lot of stuff that we discuss is an inside job. And a lot of stuff that needs to take place, things that need to progress in your life, it all starts on the inside. And it goes, and I believe I had stated this in the last video, that with your thoughts are going to create feelings. Feelings are going to create actions, and actions are going to create results. And like I said, when you think about this, a lot of the stuff that takes place is an inside job. And going through my divorce, talking to other individuals, and I look at society, and the big thing that we run into is individuals look outside of themselves to find someone or something to come and complete them. And so I was talking to my buddy Garrett, and it was very interesting because when I started thinking about this and I started looking at my previous marriage and different relationships and whatnot, a lot of us are like this person, and it could be your spouse, it could be a friend, it could be a business partner, it could be a significant other. You may look at this individual and say, that individual is meant to complete me. And when I thought about this and I looked at my past actions, I was like, that is the wrong thing to think about. That is the wrong thought. And this is just my perspective. So I would ask you, go ahead and leave a comment. Do you look at it that way, where that other person, that thing, the material item, whatever it may be, completes me? Now think about this. If you are not a happy person, why are you demanding something from somebody else to come and complete you, which is this person coming in and making you happy? And the conclusion that I came up with was, we are meant to complete ourselves. We have to be whole and healthy before we can go pour into other people, before we can pour into our significant other, our kids, our friends, our business. We have to be whole. And it goes with when you're on the airline, on the plane, the stewardess, they're talking about emergency actions. If the oxygen mask is to drop down, you need to put your mask on first, and then you take care of other people. And so think about that. Right there, you're completing yourself. And so you have to complete yourself. And the person, the thing, whatever it is a complement to who you are as an individual. And it's just very unique when you think about it. I truly believe if we got this thought and we got this idea in our minds and our hearts, that a lot of our relationships would be a lot less stressful. And we got to be mindful that we are different individuals. So you're bringing people together, and each of us have our different outlooks, our different perceptions. We're just different people all around. And if we were all the same, life would be very boring. The differences is what creates that uniqueness, that spice of life. And you are going to have conflicts. And it's just a process of any relationship. You're not always going to agree. But you can reduce a lot of conflicts if you go and look at yourself to complete yourself, and then look at that other person to complement you on who you are. Because think about it, if you didn't have to put that onus on somebody else to make you happy, how simple, how much easier would life be for you in that relationship? And so it's just something that can be tough to grasp, can get tough to wrap our mind around, because we've been programmed to believe that other people are meant to make us happy. And then we come second. But you've got to complete yourself. You've got to make yourself happy. And that happiness comes from inside, and then it goes outward. And so it's unique. I've got a good friend, Kenny Jones. He's a subscriber to the channel. And we were talking this past weekend, and he actually brought up the fact that sometimes you have to pull yourself out of the old environment, lift yourself out of there, and put yourself in a new environment. And it may be uncomfortable because that new environment may be something that you don't know, or it's not normal. And so we got to understand change is a constant. But he had brought up that when you take yourself out of the old environment and put yourself somewhere that's completely new, different, it makes you look at things differently. And so when he had spoken on that, I took a step back and took that to heart and really looked at it. Because for myself, going through my divorce, pulling away and starting to build a new tribe, finding the culture, finding the individuals that really push me and elevate me to become a better person, it really did change a lot of things for me. And one of the big things was the personal development. And so that's through the reading aspects, what you listen to, who you surround yourself with. And for me, that was something that was necessary, needed to take place. I got very comfortable. I didn't know myself. I truly didn't love myself. But now where I'm at, I'm very grateful for everything that's taken place. And so it's one of those things that we look at it, and a lot of people want to know everything. They want to see the big picture. But we have to understand that sometimes by trying to find the big picture and not taking the action, you're going to cause yourself to step back and not move forward. You may get to a point where you're going to live with regret because you didn't take the action. And so there's a book that I've been reading, The Buddha and the Badass. I don't get paid for it, but that's one book I highly recommend you check out. I highly recommend that you read the book, because in there he was discussing the aspect of attracting your allies, attracting your tribe is the way I look at it. And so we have to understand what our why is and what the what is. So those are the two big things that you really need to be mindful about. What is your why? And what is the what of what you're doing? When you get those in alignment, the how will come. And the how is going to be the people that you need to come into your life to help propel you to get to your next level, to get to your big dream. And it's a beautiful thing, because if you can create a vision and you can see where you want to go and you see the bigger picture and you're going after it, it's a beautiful thing, because you're putting forth the action. Action along with personal development is going to create big results for you. Too many people will take action, but they don't step into personal development. Then you have other people that will do personal development over and over and over again. They're reading, they're listening, but they're not taking that knowledge and putting it into action. Because we always hear knowledge is power, but knowledge is not power. Knowledge plus action is going to create results. And that's where the power comes into play, is by taking your knowledge, putting action with it, is going to help you create your results. And sometimes the answer that you're looking for may not be in the package that you thought it was going to be in. It may not come through the person you thought was going to deliver what you need, but you got to be open-minded. You've got to be ready to receive. And if you're putting forth the action, you're going to get to the results. But it's the knowledge plus your action is going to create the results. So the personal development and taking forth action is going to create you as the individual that you're looking to attract those other people. And one thing that I always tell myself is, I am the leader that other leaders are looking for. I'm always working on myself, and I'm looking for different ways to become a better person and become the person that attracts the people that I need to come into my life. And so I would ask for you to think about it. What are you doing right now? What books are you reading? What podcasts are you listening to? Who are your mentors? And what have they done in regards to make an impact in your life? So go ahead and leave a comment Love to see what you're doing, what you're reading, because for me, I enjoy reading. So if I can increase my list of reading materials and enhance the different knowledge and the information from different people and take that and create my own tool set, it's a beautiful thing. And so if we can share that with other people, it's a beautiful thing to create that value and give it the value to other people. So the biggest thing that we have to be mindful about is a lot of what we're trying to go after, a lot of it's an inside job. And the biggest thing that really smacked me in the face was the aspect of we've got to complete ourselves. You as my friend, you have to complete yourself. You can't rely on somebody else to complete you. Somebody else is going to compliment you, but you have to complete yourself. And so, like I always say, if you get value out of this, if you find this to be great information, let's go ahead, hit the subscribe button, like the channel, share this information with other people, and leave a comment. So that way we can go out and grow our tribe and just create value for other people. Other than that, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you, my friend, for giving me your time and just checking out the channel. All right, talk to you later. Peace.